Good afternoon, everybody, on this beautiful Friday. Yes, according to Rebecca Black's song, Friday, Friday, it's Friday. And I'm happy about Friday. I am your Danger Zone femme fatale, Samantha Ferrari, and I am here to give you the pay-per-view recap for Cupid's Curse. Also, some news has been going around with the TNA Danger Zone area show happenings. Of course, a new match card is coming up that will be having fans see our show this Thursday, the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get right to it and hop to Cupid's Curse, with the pay-per-view that happened last night. We had a dark match with Star Jackson defeating China via pinfall. Then everybody decided to take a small intermission break, and I got the chance to be part of a pre-show autograph session, and I had fans with me on, hope I win my match and everything, and I do say thanks. After that, of course, at a dark match, I told you that Star Jackson defeated China via pinfall. Now, fans, we got into the big show, aka the Cupid's Curse pay-per-view, and we had the amazing legendary rock group Motley Crue perform the song "If I Die Tomorrow" from their Hot City Saints of Los Angeles. Performed the theme song, which is "If I Die Tomorrow," and also the pay-per-view was also dedicated to the memory of Whitney Houston, who tragically passed away a few weeks ago. And we all, wore we love Whitney Houston t-shirts and everything. We miss her, and she's still in our hearts as a great vocalist. Moving on, we had a match with Chris Jericho. Yes, the Chris Jericho, making his TNA Danger Zone pay-per-view debut as he defeated Cody Styles. Well, Chris Jericho did the Walls of Jericho and the Code Breaker on Cody Styles, and therefore he beat Cody Styles. The next match, we all were trying to find out who was going to be, the ultimate winner between Stormy and Sunny. These two ladies had a heated rivalry so badly. In the end, it was Stormy who got the Singapore cane from the very top of the ropes, or the cage, and she beat Sunny with it. Next, we had a unlikely pairing per se, which we had Crimson, who represented Hell, Devil, Satan, as he went up against the Archangel of TNA, Gabriel Matthews. They both were coming to the ring by Destiny Faith, and they went up against Generation Now, where in the end, both Crimson and Gabriel Matthews beat Generation Now. Now, the fourth match was the Dream Child of Jeff Jarrett, and the match was to find out who's going to be our version of the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Now, if your fans kind of remember, we had a tournament with 4 different teams. The final 2 teams that were to be part of this pay-per-view was Genesis, who was represented by Mike Blade and Mike Dempster, as they went up against Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin at the Most Machine Guns. In the end, it was Mike Blade who did unhook the contract, or should I say the belts, and him and Mike Dempster became the brand new TNA World Tag Team Champions on Danger Zone. Congrats, guys! You really deserve it. Now, this match right here is something close to my heart. It was a 12 match for the Femme Fatale Championship, as Stephanie Calloway, who the current champion, went up against me, and I cashed in my rematch. it was going back and forth, and sad to say, I did not become the two-time Femme Fatale's champion as Stephanie Calloway beat me in the match. But when I finished getting my hair washed and everything, I was somewhat down and everything, because I was hoping I could become the two-time Femme Fatale's champion. But Stormy, AJ Wilson, Stacy Wilson, Brittany Wilson, Amber Wilson, Ashley Wilson, those ladies, and Stormy, they came and gave me hugs, and even Stormy told me not to give up, that I would become champion one day, and just don't quit, be a fighter. And hearing that, hearing that, say thank you, Stormy, for being there. Also, I was also approached by a new guy that is getting ready, that's already got signed and be a part of TNA, and that's Soliana from the music group Godsmack. He also gave me a hug, and even Dark Stranger and Heather Black gave me hugs. And sorry, peeps. And they told me not to give up. Also, Andrew Jordan came by and gave me a hug too, and Chris Matthews, and they all, surrounded me and say, don't give up, be the best that you can, try again, just keep at it. And I would say, gosh, excuse me, peeps. I would say thanks. And I even got the chance to see some of my fans, and they all gave me warm hugs and told me not to give up. Gosh, this is like, wow, emotional, but it's cool. I got the chance to sit out and watch the rest of the pay-per-view, and JT Holt was defending his TNA National Championship up against the Fallen Angel Chris Matthews. I got the chance to call color commentary along with Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler on that match, and both guys are true high flyers to the hilt. But in the end, the Fallen Angel Chris Matthews, aka one of my very best friends, who came in and gave me a hug, thanks Chris, he became the brand new TNA National Champion. And I would say, congrats Chris, you showed us every night why that you are the best you are. And I want to say thanks. Finally, the Cupid's Curse pay-per-view needed to come to a close, as my ex-husband, The Game, was using his rematch clause and be part of this triple threat match as he went up against Andrew the Hurricane Jordan and the now former champion, the Florida Icon, Dustin Holt. Now let me explain how this match came to happening. About a couple weeks ago, we had a Danger Zone show, and true to form, Jeff Jarrett, The Game, started whining and crying and complaining that, oh, he lost to Andrew Jordan and he couldn't get his way and everything. Well, Jeff Jarrett had enough, and I don't blame him at all. So what happened was that he had The Game, the Florida Icon, Dustin Holt, who was accompanied at Cupid's Curse by the beautiful Candy Blade, and Andrew the Hurricane Jordan. Well, Gang started talking smack, saying that he should have become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion by now, but Andrew the Hurricane Jordan decided to shut his mouth up and says, you really think that you're all that, everything's supposed to go your way, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't. That's when our co-GM of Danger Zone, Jeff Jarrett, came in, and he decided to make it a triple threat match at Cupid's Curse, which was Enter the Hurricane Jordan, who had a great chance to become a champion at Cupid's Curse, as he went up against the Game and the Florida Icon, Dustin Holt. The ladies that got the chance to accompany each guy was Candy Blade was accompanied Dustin Holt. The Game was accompanied by his new girlfriend, flavor of the month, whatever, Michelle McCool, and Andrew the Hurricane Jordan. Before the pay-per-view happened, he knocked on my, like knock on my locker room door, and he asked me would I accompany him to the ring. You should have seen the happy smile on my face. And I told Andrew that yes, I'll be more than happy to accompany you to the ring. No problems. And he's like, thanks, I owe you one. So what happened was that Michelle McCool accompanied the Game first. Then I accompanied Andrew the Hurricane Jordan. And let me tell you, Game and Michelle's faces was priceless. They both were pissed off and angry that Andrew the Hurricane Jordan had me accompany him to the ring. And the Florida Icon was accompanied by his fiancée Candy Blade. And this match was for the TNA World Heavyweight title, and it was contested in a hardcore dumpster match. Now let me explain how you win that match. First off, it's hardcore rules, ECW style. You can use sycamore canes, baseball bats, thumbtacks, glass, flaming tables, regular tables, steel chairs. You get the picture if you want to see anything on the ECW show. And you had to pin your opponent inside of a dumpster. Ew! In the end, my new friend, Andrew the Hurricane Jordan, beat both the Game and the Florida Icon, Dustin Holt, to become the brand new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And after the match was over, Andrew came up to me and gave me a hug. And he said, thanks for being my good luck charm. And I said, no problem, anytime. That was for the pay-per-view known as Cupid's Curse. Oh, speaking of pay-per-views, we got one coming up that's called Best in the World. It's going to be on March the 20th, and it's going to feature both Danger Zone stars and Impact Revolution stars to find out who's technically the best in the world. I am trying to talk with Stormy to see if they can have a Team Danger Zone versus Team Impact, and I do want to become the team captain for that match. I really, honest to God, do, because I'll be willing, my team will be willing to take out anybody from Team Impact and to show what both shows are all about. So once again, the pay-per-view is going to be happening on March the 20th, and it's going to feature both Danger Zone and Impact wrestlers. Okie dokie. We are now coming up to the pay-per-view card, Danger Zone card, that's going to be happening on, February the 23rd. And we got awesome matches, as always. So, let me tell you who's on it. We got match number 1, which is Money Madness, as he goes up against my great friend and making his TNA overall wrestling debut, Sully Erna from Godsmack. Now, Money Madness has been on the losing streak lately, but this is Sully's debut match coming up, and Sully just already told the people that he's not giving up. and he's there to be the best he can. And he made history by becoming the very first rock and roll star to ever become a teenage superstar. Me, I'm going for Sully to win that match. I mean, it's his debut, and I'm thrilled that he's with me, per se, as great friends, and much more. Match 2 going to feature 2 knockouts, as Veronica Holt made a challenge to me, Samantha Ferrari, and Ms. Holt, you should not have made the challenge. Not at all. So I'm going to be showing you that why they call me the badass bitch of Danger Zone, because this is your first ever match coming into the Danger Zone, and I'm going to show you why I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be. Sorry, Brad Hart. Hi. Third match we're going to show on the card is going to feature the Red Machine, Kane, as he takes on Chris Jericho. I believe this is going to be Chris Jericho's debut match on the Danger Zone show. I could be wrong, but I can't really see what both guys, formerly of WWE, is going to be doing. So I wish you guys the best of luck. As far as who I'm picking that match, I don't have a pick yet, so I'm just gonna see how both guys do. I mean, Chris Jericho did pull an amazing win at the pay-per-view, formerly up against Cody Styles, who is still winless. The fourth match we're going to feature another knockout match, as Star Jackson is trying to bounce back and try again to become the new Femme Fatale's champion, but she's going to be having some competition coming up from the lady who's going to be making her Danger Zone impact, and one of my very close friends, Harlow Taylor. These two are the first time that these two ladies are going to be meeting in the ring, and I can't wait to see what they do. My pick for that match is Harlow Taylor. She is going into the match as being the underdog, per se, and I met the lady before. She's a pretty cool girl, and I seen her wrestle, and she shows that she got what it takes. But before Harlow comes over to Danger Zone, she's got a match, and I, Samantha Ferrari, and we'll go to the other show, which is called Impact Revolution, and see her fight up against the New Age Nightmare, David Arnold, to give Harlow some good luck charm, per se, and everything. But Harlow's going to be making her debut at the same time as my great friend Sully Erna. And I'm going for both Harlow and Sully to win their matches. And I'm going for myself to win my own match too. So I'm sorry to toot my horn. Get over it. We're going to have two co-main events. The first one's going to be Christian Michaels trying to bounce back from his back-to-back losses on Danger Zone as he go up against one of my good friends, Dark Stranger, who's going to be accompanied to the ring by my occasional tag team partner, Heather Black. I'm going for Dark Stranger to win that one because me, Dark Stranger, and Heather Black, we all have something in common. We have embraced the hate in so many ways than one. Finally, we got a triple threat tag team match with Gabriel Matthews teaming up with his beautiful lady Destiny Faith as to go up against the brand new TNA National Champion Chris Matthews, aka the Fallen Angel, and his tag partner is going to be the brand new TNA World Heavyweight Champion Andrew the Hurricane Jordan. And they're also going up against the brand new TNA World Tag Team Champions Genesis, aka Mike Dempter and Mike Blade. from what I gathered, Nevaeh or Veronica Ferrari may be a couple of Genesis to the ring. I don't know, but but Chris has personally asked me, Samantha Ferrari, to accompany him and Andrew Jordan to the ring, and I accepted it wholeheartedly. Thanks, Chris and Andrew, for thinking about me. All right, that is for the what do you call the Danger Zone card. Coming up, I'm now going to be naming my, go back to Keeper's Curse. I'm going to be naming my top 5 people who RP'd, and in my opinion, they did the best. Number 5, I'm going to go with Dustin Holt. He did put on a show. He did try his best, but I believe that he will become the new, two-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Number 4, I've got to give it up to Stephanie Calloway, because she gave me a run for my money again and took me to my limit. Number 3, I'm going to give it to the brand new tag team champions as a collective, Genesis, because they both fought so hard up against the Mostly Machine Guns and became the brand new TNA World Heavyweight Champions for Danger Zone. Congrats, guys, you really deserve it. But don't count out the Mostly Machine Guns yet. They are right now, if I'm not mistaken, the #1 contenders to the TNA World Tag Team titles. Number 2 is me, Samantha Ferrari. The reason I gave myself down from number 1 to number 2 is because I gave my best and tried to beat Stephanie Calloway, and the fans, they adore me. And my number 1 person that did beautifully at the pay-per-view is the beautiful Stormy. Stormy, yes, you did get number 1 because you had a heated rivalry with Sunny. You fought like hell to become the winner of the TNA Stairway to Hell match, and I will say thank you. My 2 honorable mentions are I want to say the Mostly Machine Guns as a collective, because they both gave their shots to become the new champions. And the other one I'm going to give my other honorable mention to is Chris Matthews, who recently became a brand new TNA National Champion. Both people, they tried their best, but Chris got the championship, and don't worry, Alex and Chris, they will get the top shot in the end. Also, the male RPer, in my opinion, has got to go to our brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Andrew the Hurricane Jordan. When I read his RP, he made it short, sweet, and right to the point. And that's what I love. You don't blah 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 blah. You get right to the point, short and sweet. And that's what I love about Andrew Jordan. He did simply that. The female RP of the year, female RP of the week is Stormy, because she fought like hell. She didn't give up like me, but she had a lot on the line, and I have to say congratulations to Stormy for being a female RPer the week, in my opinion. Andrew Jordan for being the best male RP of the week. Role player of the week, I have to give it to, this is going to be a really tough one, but I'm going to give the role player of the week to Stephanie Calloway, because she did tell a backstory about what's going on and everything about her life. And match of the match of the night, in my opinion, was Stormy versus Sunny, because both ladies gave it all. They both had extreme things going on in their lives and everything. And that's my recap of, Danger Zone pay-per-view for Keepers Curse. I told you about to check out March the 20th for Best in the World, which is kind of like our version of WrestleMania per se, which had Danger Zone and Impact Superstar seeing who is the best in the world. And I gave you my top 5 people I think that did great at the pay-per-view. My female RPer, my male RPer, my roleplay of the week, and the match of the week in my opinion. Now here comes the time where my fans get to ask me questions, and I'm so thrilled. Thanks, guys. The first one came from a guy named Jeremy who lives in St. Louis, Missouri. He writes, "Dear Samantha, you are my favorite TNA knockout. I got pictures of you on my wall." First off, Jerry, thanks. Appreciate it. Made me smile. His question was, is there any one style of, I don't know, like print or animal or whatever that you love? And the answer is, I do have one. It's butterflies. If you would have seen me at the pay-per-view, I did wear a small pair of butterfly earrings in the purplish version. Finally, a lady named Tina who lives in Sydney, Australia. Wow, I got my first overseas fan right into this. Thanks, guys. I didn't know it was internationally known, but thanks for all the love. And she writes, "How do I become a knockout like you? You inspire me, wanting me to be the best I can." Well, first off, Tina, thank you for the sweet reply and the booster that I needed. Thanks. What happens is that I went to a wrestling school when I graduated high school called the House of Truth, which was mentored by Truth Martini. Afterwards, he got me the proper gigs. He also made sure that you get paid very well. Also, he also told you the proper wrestling etiquette, how to present yourself when you do match promos, present yourself with other people, do like face-to-face and everything. Make sure you did the right wrestling moves, you won't injure yourself first time around. After you do all that, he also gave me references to go to different independent places. And the times that you didn't see me in the ring, I'm usually either at Ring of Honor or FCW, Floor Championship Wrestling, or OVW or High Valley Wrestling to better my techniques, better my stylings. I got a chance to speak to the students over at the House of Truth and tell them what's going on. Okay. Well, guys, I hate to say bye-bye, but I do. In the meantime, I am Samantha Ferrari, and as I always say before, let's go away, or should I say fly away, into the danger zone. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.